So it's day one of this summer trip, and the bike is acting normally so far. I'm not sure, but hopefully I got the problem sorted. And we've already ridden some amazing roads. I didn't have my camera on, so you won't get to see them anytime soon, but we're now about some 60 or something kilometers from our hometown towards east, and approaching our first sightseeing spot, which is supposed to be the tallest boulder. Not the largest by volume, which we might actually also visit, but the tallest from ground to top. So there it is, Jaani Tooma Giant Rock, as the name would translate. It's the on-ground height is something like 7.4 meters, somewhere around that, and it's by the signs it's also in the top 20 of Estonian boulders. So we had a little lunch in Võsu, which used to be the second most known beach town when I was young. I'm not sure if it's quite as same now, but there are beautiful beaches there. And now we're headed towards Toolse Castle ruins, and on the way we just spotted this tower, which I believe used to be a border patrol tower from the Soviet era. At least that's the same kind I had near my childhood home. Unfortunately we can't get up there. Some of the ladders are missing, and also the platforms in between don't seem very safe, so onwards to the Toolse Castle. We are now by the Toolse Castle, which is the Estonia's most northern castle. It was built somewhere around 15th century, the second half of 15th century, and the main goal was to reduce the threat of pirates in the area. These yellow things you see on the upper edge, or near the edge, they are attachments for big metal cables, and the cables are there to keep the wall up, because the ground is tilted towards me, and without these cables the wall most likely would have collapsed a long time ago. Here you can see the same wall from the inside, along with the cables. And it seems the northern wall needs also some support. You may hear thunder in the distance. It's been following us ever since the first point of interest, but we have not had any rain so far, only a light sprinkle. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. So I'm walking here along the northern wall, and there's still a lot of thunder in the distance, somewhere on the direction we want to head on later. But this spot is so peaceful, no people, only birds. And here you can see a bit of that view again. I think this is the highest spot I'll get to, because I doubt the towers are accessible. I didn't record the road from Dolja Castle to over here because there was a lot of gravel and nothing that spectacular to look at. But now we have arrived to the beach where Estonia's largest boulder by volume is. It's called Ehalkivi, and it's also roughly 7 meters high, but by volume it's a lot larger than previous one. We're lucky because of the heat wave. The water level is so low we can actually get right next to the big stone itself, or boulder. It took some walking through a pretty thick, I'm not even sure, it's not a hedge, it's bush something. But now we're next to the rock, the boulder, the biggest pebble in Estonia. As we were leaving the Ehalkivi, I spotted this interesting ruined mansion, and decided to make a stop here because we're fans of ruins. It doesn't seem to be open, but we can still take a look around. I'm not sure how well you can see, but it seems that there's some sort of renovation process going on here. Windows are definitely new, so there may be hope for this mansion after all. But the rear side of the mansion does not appear to be in quite as good condition as the front side, so lots to do still. Our last stop today is a St. Mary's Chapel ruins, also known as War Mary's Chapel. And the legend says that this chapel was raised to honor the victory against Russian forces somewhere in the late 13th century. And the victors were the Livonian order, knights or monks or whatever they were. They were sort of fighting monks, if I recall correctly.